Good morning. Hold on. Good morning, YouTube. As you can see, we have a rainbow this morning. Absolutely beautiful. It's also raining. So great start to Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I didn't come on yesterday apart from the rainbow. I showed you the rainbow. Yeah, yesterday was crazy. And not in like a, I don't know, like a crazy good way or just a busy day. But if you've watched a few of my other vlogs, you would have seen that my son's having a little bit of trouble regulating his emotions, and it's spilling over into school, and we're having a little bit of trouble with him. We're sorting it out, and we were having some really, really good days. And then yesterday wasn't such a good day. You know, we all have bad days, and he just had a bit of a bad day, and it was absolutely fine. So if you know by now, if you follow me, you know my ex and I have a great co-parenting relationship. It hasn't happened overnight. It's took a very, very long time for us to get where we are. But we are in a really good place co-parenting. So I chatted with my ex last night and he mentioned a few things that he would like our son to do. I said that I would look into it and I would read some of the information. I'm not going to go into what it is until we make an actual decision. But I'm not overly for it. I'm not overly for it at the moment, but I will read the information that he's going to give me. I don't want to say what it is because it's a decision that I need to make with my ex-husband and not announce to the world. Anyway, I mentioned it to a family member, chatting away to a family member about it, and they lost their cool. They really did. They really took this personally and started telling me what they thought was best for my son. So I tried to keep a level head and think, fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion. But after they had their little whinge, I had to very kindly remind them, I'm the parent. And my ex is the parent, and it is down to us what we decide to do. And yes, you may have your opinion, but it wasn't asked for, it's not warranted, and my ex and I will make that decision together. That caused a whole big argument, but again, try to keep my cool because I can lose my temper very quickly, and when I do lose my temper, I can be very nasty. That's why I try and keep it as calm as possible because I know what I can be like if I do lose my temper. I can be vicious, so I try not to get to that point. But wow, they did push. They were pushing, and I understand where they're coming from because I had the same kind of reaction when my ex first asked me or first gave me the option of it. But it's not something I agree with. It's not something I want to do. But again, I will look at the information and I will look at both sides of it before I make an informed decision. But I had to very gently remind this person that I am the parent. You had your turn when you parented your own children. Now it's my turn to parent the child that I have. Now it's my turn to be a parent. And yes, I don't always know what we're doing because no parent knows what they're doing. We just blag it each day and hope for the best. And we learn from any mistakes that we make. And we just continue to grow and learn as a parent. But yeah, it was an eventful afternoon, evening. I don't really know what to do. I mean, there's part of me that my blood is boiling. My blood is boiling. Like, how dare you tell me how to raise my child? And another part of me is like, it's not worth the fight. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth the argument. Let's just take a deep breath and let that person calm down before I go and speak to them again and explain my point of view. But yeah, that's why I didn't come on yesterday, because I was fuming on the inside. Because it's not always nice, is it? And you don't feel you're doing a good job. And then your ex comes up with an idea. And it was a very warrant idea. You know, it's absolutely fine. I can see where he's coming from completely. And he is just something for the best for our son. But I don't personally want him to do it right now. So I know it's a bit cryptic, and I'm sorry. And I don't like it when people do cryptic things either. It really is a bugbear, isn't it? But I have to respect my ex and I have to respect my son before I make an informed decision. I just want to kind of come on here and have a little bit of a rant about how somebody, a family member, tried to tell me how to parent my own child. Hey ho. Let's have a cooling off period, and then we'll come back to it with two level heads and maybe make a bit more sense of it. Because when I was younger, I used to fly off the handle. and I was evil. I can be very, very nasty, and it's not nice for me, and it's not nice for the other person. So as I've grown older, I try to keep more of a calm and level head. And you just do as you get older, and you learn by arguments. We all have arguments. You learn that we can say things and act in a way out of anger and frustration, and then we instantly regret it. So now I try to keep as much of a cool head as I can. But if somebody does push the wrong button, she will come out to play. But we'll keep her under wraps for now, shall we? Just keep her under wraps. Anyway, I just come down to make a quick cup of tea. I've been working all day. It's now 3:20. My ex is picking up my son from school today. And again, I don't have any bad words said about my ex-husband. He's a great man. He's a great dad. And we're not always going to agree. Just like married couples, you don't always agree on things, and that's okay. But he's not a bad person. He really isn't. We just don't work as a couple. Apart, we're great. Together, we're a nightmare. So, and we always put our son first. He's a priority in everything. And a lot of people do say, like, we really commend you on your co-parenting. But trust me, all those years ago when we first split up, it was not as calm and as nice as it is now. It was angry, it was messy, it was horrible. But we learn and we grow as individuals so that we can learn and grow together for the sake of our son. So, but if anybody ever wants any tips or advice or guidance of how to co-parent, then I can help where I can. Just let me know. I'm always happy to help in any way I can. But right now, I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then I'm going to get back on with work. My son is not coming home till 7 o'clock tonight now. It used to be 6. My ex asked for an extra hour so we can do a little bit more reading and a bit more times table work and all that kind of stuff with him. So I said, it's not a problem. So I've got till 7. So I'm going to take a 5-10 minute break and then get back onto it. And we're still remaining positive. We're still remaining positive. We're not going to let anybody ruin my year, apart from myself. But anyway, I'll catch up with you tomorrow and talk to you about my car. It's Friday, and I swear this week has been Let's Tell Rachel How to Live Her Life week. Because I was speaking to a friend the other day, and she was just saying, are you going to meet anybody? You know, you're in your 40s now. Do you think it's time to settle down? And I'm like, what? And she was just, don't you get lonely? And I was like, of course I get lonely. Everybody gets lonely when they're single and on their own. Like, everyone can say, oh, I never get lonely. And it's a bit of a fib, isn't it, really? We all get lonely. But she's like, oh, it'd be nice for you to meet a nice man and someone to take care of you. And, you know, maybe you should get on dating sites. And because I went on dating sites, I lasted 24 hours because they were idiots on there. Just pure idiots. And I'm not saying that dating sites don't work, because I know some people that have been together 9-10 years, married, got kids, all through meeting on a dating site. I went on there for 24 hours. And the only people I spoke to was people I already knew. And then I just went, I can't deal with this. And I come off it. And I'm quite happy being single. I have a son who takes quite a lot of my time. And I'm like, I don't have time to fit in a relationship. I can just about care for my son and myself, let alone care about somebody else right now. But this person just kept going on, telling me that I should meet somebody and I should fall in love again. And I'm like, you can't just force it. It just happens naturally, doesn't it? And that's what I want it to be. I want to meet someone naturally, just meet someone on my day-to-day life, which is never going to happen because I don't go out. But I believe that the right person will come along at the right time. And until then, I'm just going to enjoy being single, being a mum, and just doing what I want to do and just having that life. But yeah, I think that this week has been a Let's Tell Rachel How to Parent, and let's tell Rachel how that she needs a love life. So there we go. Am I going to listen to either of them? No, I'm not. No, because it's my life. And I'm going to do what is best for myself and what is best for my son, and not what's best for everybody else's opinion. So you may have an opinion on my life, and you have a right to have an opinion, but it's my right not to listen to it as well. So, but hey, it's the end of the week. We've got a birthday party this weekend. We're going go-karting. Well, my son's going go-karting. I'm just going to sit and talk to the other parents. And then I'm going to bake bread. So I know someone said, can you show us how to make the bread? And I will. I'm going to do it at the weekend. I'll film it and it'll be in next week's vlog. And I also know someone asked me to show the cats, and I will do that as well in next week's vlog, because the cats just kind of dart in the house and then it's just a nightmare. And they always do it at the most inconvenient times, because cats like to do things at the inconvenient times, don't they? But hey, we're still remaining positive. We're still going to have a great year and we're going to move on with things. I do need to get a new car. My car is starting to die its slow death, unfortunately. I do have savings, but it's going to take all my savings, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, really. But I feel that my car is continually having problems, and I feel like if I keep pumping money into it, I'm actually going to be pumping money into a car that's not worth the amount I'm going to spend. So my dad comes back from his cruise in a couple of weeks. I'm going to ask him to come car shopping with me. I'm not going to buy a car right there and then. I just kind of want to see what's out there right now. I will get one from a dealer, just a second-hand dealer. I don't want to go and get one off the side of the road, you know, when people sell it from their homes, because you just don't know, do you? But if you get it from a used car dealer, at least you got 3 months warranty with it, and it just feels a little bit more safer for me. I did lease cars once, but I can't afford the monthly fee. I'd rather own it outright and know it's mine and not have those monthly occurrences every single month. So that is kind of where I'm going with it. But yeah, if you've got any ideas on or any tips on what to look out for when I'm car shopping, let me know in the comments. I'm going to leave it there this week because it has been a bit of a week. I'm going to be getting on with a few other jobs this afternoon because it is Friday. Pick up my son from school, and then we're just going to have a really nice, relaxed, chilled out weekend apart from the birthday party and that my son's got invited to. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to give me your opinion on my life, because everybody else seems to at the moment, drop it in the comments. Never mind, it's fine, it's fine. As I said, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled not to listen to it. So there we go. If you like the video, do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.